Oh, you're drinking a Delirium?
I'm going to be pissed in about 10 minutes.
Delirium's good. That's a Belgian beer.
Strong though.
Very strong, but very, very, very
It's very good.
You were at DC's, weren't you? DC.
Oh, yeah.
I could tell.
Oh, my God. What if we get sponsored by DC Wines?
Oh, my God.
If Mikey's still in the chat, get down to DC Wines and say, here, do you want to sponsor us?
You know what you need to do? Next time you're in DC, let me know and I'll give you money. I will send you, like, money because I'm never that direction.
That's true.
I'm never that direction.
It's expensive, like, but Jesus, is it worth it?
Oh, but it's one of those things. It's a luxury, right? You pay for that.
Yeah. Oh, like, no, absolutely. Yeah. If you want to buy 20 beers that cost £8 and you know what you're getting, that's fine. That's sometimes you just need that.
Oh yeah, sometimes
like
you just need it.
The Bud that we're drinking on the Euro truck. But if you want to pay £51 for 10 beers, you go ahead and you pay £51 for 10 beers. 10 incredibly strong rare beers.
This is the thing as well. It's like when people are saying like, "Oh, I'm going to start drinking beer. Would you recommend a beer?" It's like it's hard to say because I don't want to put them toward the Delirium because I feel like for a while you need to drink enough shit beer
to know what good beer is
to then appreciate a good beer. It's like when someone goes to me like, "I'm going to start drinking beer. What beer should I drink?" Honestly, I just say to them like, "Look, drink like Carlsberg or a fucking Hart for a week and then try it and then come back to me because you'll know what plainly average beers taste like."
As far as those even like everyday drinking beers, I would say give Blue Moon a go.
Blue Moon's good. That's
Sam Adams is good for like an slightly more odder one. The Franciscan Well stuff was just the best beer there was.
Yeah, and that was like ridiculously affordable.
It just doesn't exist anymore, which is a shame. What up, your boy Jake?
Jake, sir. I just kind of like, I like to just kind of like say like, look, try some plainly average beer. Yeah. So that when you drink a good beer, you'll understand why it's good.
Yeah. Sol's not bad. Dean, Sol's pretty good.
Sol's okay. I would take a Sol over.
It's very summery. Very summery beer.
I would take a Sol over a Corona.
Not a fan of Corona.
Not a fan. That's what I'm saying. I would take a Sol over a Corona.
Not a fan of the taste. Sol's pretty good.
I don't like a Desperado. Like people like Desperado's like, nah, it's a gimmick. Get
out of here. It's
a bit of a gimmicky beer.
Mikey is drinking something, and I had two of the other day at 8.3% oatmeal, chocolate, and coffee stout.
That sounds delightful.
It's like a breakfast, but in a beer.
That sounds
wonderful.
Delightful.
Absolutely wonderful.
Apparently we got the definition of Scarner. Apparently it's how's it going, but in a thicker accent, kind of like how I write I don't care.
Scarn. No, that's Dublin.
I feel like she's lucky she's never said a word. Otherwise my fist would
scarn her face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scarn you, mate.
She keeps taking a piss out of my accent. I just feel like it's
you gonna punch a woman on stream.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll print out a photo of her and then just punch the photo. That'll do.
I mean, if you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck you. If you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck you.
No, because that applies a more
gonna fuck you up.
Dubious simple.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
You didn't let me finish. Up.
Right. You said the sentence twice without putting the up in.
I started again. I got lost.
Twice?
It was such a it was a tough sentence to finish, so I started again, and then you jumped in. We're like, get out of there.
Right. Okay.
Ocean doesn't like beer, which is ironic because his name's Ocean.
I know, right?
You think that man should just live in beverages?
I mean,
what can we recommend? What can we recommend for Ocean?
What's it like? What is he?
Every beer tastes like piss, so he needs to find.
Oh, he needs a good beer.
He needs to find what kind of beer he actually likes. So I would assume that means he hasn't had more of your kind of like odd beers.
You know what I would actually recommend to him?
A Lefay.
No,
Hoegaarden.
Hoegaarden would be good. Hoegaarden's a good start.
Ocean, hunt down a Hoegaarden.
Yeah, Hoegaarden.
You get it in most places. I suppose actually I'm not sure what it's like in England.
No, you can get a Hoegaarden.
You can still get Hoegaarden in England.
They know about the hose.
If they know about them hose,
yeah, by
buying a big giant liter bottle of Hoegaarden or the smaller ones, if you can find the smaller ones, it opens up an entire world of Belgian beers. You know, I'm going to say they're the best.
Yeah, they're definitely the better.
Those
beers.
Boys. If you ever,
I would have recommended actually for him.
What's that?
An Elvis juice.
Elvis juices, they're like super fruity. So
that's what I'm thinking because it's got a little bit of that
the IPA,
back end, IPA,
the IPA way.
Because I'm thinking like it's got the beer, but it takes the edge off. I think it's grapefruit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a grapefruit back
end.
For
as much as I hate grapefruit, Elvis juice is real nice.
I really like an Elvis juice. Like out of the Brewdog range, I would gravitate towards.
Right, he loves fruity. He's a bit fruity himself.
So I'd say an Elvis juice would
give it a go. The Elvis juice, a Sierra Nevada, that would be a good one for him.
It's good.
It's a good IPA.
Yeah.
God, maybe we should just do an alcohol podcast. Right, this is now an alcohol podcast.
Apparently, Not So Wicked is not a fan of the coronavirus, which I can respect.
What?
I can respect that. Why did that?
Kinniger sounds like a bit of an odd.
Yeah.
It's an odd word. It sounds like you're saying a nasty word, but it's just the name of the place that makes the beer.
Yeah. It's a rye beer. I don't think I've had a rye beer.
I'm not a fan of Kinniger beers.
I've never had one.
Each of their beers just have. If you drink one, you're like, oh, right, this is a Kinniger beer. They have 10, 12 varieties.
Yeah.
They all just have a similar taste.
See, this is why I don't like the Blackwater Brewery stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the Blackwater Brewery tastes like they get their water from sewage plants.
Anything made from Galway Bay, get it out of my life.
Get it out of your life.
Horrible beer.
Grim.
I think they're the only. I've bought a couple of cans out of there. I threw them out. I didn't even drink them.
Was that one of the ones you had me drink? And I was like, it's not great, but I'll drink it.
Yeah, I couldn't. There was a worse version that I bought as well that I was drinking the next day. I was like, I'm not even having this. I'm not putting myself through drinking this garbage.
I remember we were in your house, and I think it was about 3 months ago, and you're like, I cannot drink this. It's truly awful. Yeah. And I was just like, fuck it, I'll drink it.
Not good.
I had a sip and I was like, yeah, it's kind of bad, but I'll drink it because I'm not wasting beer.
What can you do? Have I tried Mescan? Is that one of the weird ones that Mikey's got?
Sounds like say mescaline.
Mescaline. I love mescaline. Mescaline all the time.
Trooper beer's nice. Yeah,
the Trooper beer was good.
Trooper beer was good. It was like Robinson's. That was Robinson's ale house.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, I was like, this is kind of a tasty.
It was high end, not high end, but it was
tasty stout.
It was a good ale. Like it was tasteful. It was
thick. It was a thick drink.
Yeah,
I remember.
Like it was one of those
thick.
ones where it's like, oh, if bands are getting into alcohol and this is the standard user went for, I could happily purchase this at a reasonable price of £2 a bottle. Yeah,
you could get it in. It was on tap in the Crown. You could get it in there for a while.
I think it was a very I don't think they've done much of it since though.
No, probably not.
It was probably. I think they probably had their. I feel like bands and alcohol have this thing where it's super popular for a while and then they fuck off.
You're done
and which is a real shame when the alcohol does taste that good.
Yeah. I would say, do you have a favorite beer?
Oh, favorite beer? Well, it depends on the occasion. So if I'm going out somewhere,
if someone just slammed the gauntlet down and they were like, "You can drink one beer for the rest of your life," what is it?
You know what that is? Easy. Guinness.
Yeah, I was going to say enlighten the folks.
It's a Guinness.
Right, what if I get really pedantic and I say that's a stout and it doesn't count? Beer.
But it's a type of beer. Stout's a type of beer, so you are being incredibly pedantic.
Okay, well, okay, right, fair enough. You have to drink one stout for the rest of your life.
Then it's Guinness,
right.
obviously.
You have to drink one beer for the rest of your life. What is it?
Is that lager? Is that Pilsner? Is that a IPA?
Anything but stout.
For fuck's sake. It's like you understand beer has so many ranges and
I know.
And ales as well. There's ales you fucking asshole. You're making me choose what instead. Oh come on, you can't do that to me. There's stouts, there's ales, there's pilsners, there's fucking lagers.
We gotta keep it simple. We gotta keep it simple for the people who don't know the difference between all that. Clonmel's good shit. Also, haven't had a Clonmel in a long time.
Oh, fuck, you're an asshole. You know what? If I was gonna go for a beer, and I had to, if I'm allowed to keep my Guinness,
just say Guinness doesn't exist in this.
Okay, a Carmelite.
I did not expect that. That's a strange answer. Really?
Carmelite, yeah, slowly.
Describe it.
It's Belgian beer. Surprise, surprise. It's light. It has a taste of caramel, hence the caramel.
Oh my god, we're kind of going for the same one.
Kind of it's kind of caramel, sort of popcorny taste. It's quite potent, but it's also very lovely. It's Belgian beer.
That is wild. Unfortunately, my pick doesn't exist anymore, which sucks. It was the blue Franciscan Well, the Friar Vessa or whatever it was called. The wee fucking blue can.
Yeah.
Fucking toffee, banana.
Ooh.
It was fucking incredible. I just could just put them in my mouth. Put the can in my mouth. Don't even open it. Just put the can right in there. I'll work it down.
Just work it right into you.
Remember, I went down to the Garrick downtown, and at that point, I hadn't seen one for a year because they just discontinued them. They just stopped making them for some reason. And I saw one in the fridge.
Yeah,
it's like my prayers
they've been answered
to to nothing up there have been answered. I was like, give me that Franciscan Well, and they were like, what? Like the blue one? Give me the blue one. And they were like, how'd that get in there? And he took it out of the fucking thing and looked at it. It was out of date by a year.
Oh, God.
It had been sitting just in the fridge, and no one had tried to buy it for a year.
But did you get it?
I was like, can I have it? It's like, this is a year out of date. It's like, give me it.
I mean, technically, were you able to get it for free? Because
he gave me it for free. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I bought another drink, and he was like, just have that. Even a year out of date. I was like,
see, when it comes to alcohol though, that's a guidance. It's not necessary.
But a year is a bit of a.
But the difference is alcohol keeps a bit more because literally the fermentation process and stuff. It's why whiskeys and wines and stuff can last forever because the alcohol content.
But like it's the yeast in beer is what goes off after a while. But
but fuck yeast.
It didn't taste
infections, and we don't care about.
We don't care about yeast infections. Get out of here. It didn't taste quite as good as an up to date one.
It's gonna
but
linger
I was just at that point. I was just so happy to see it, and then I was devastated when he told me it was a year out of date.
It's kind of like an old friend finally like came around to talk again. You're like, oh fucking right. Hobgoblins.
You find out he's turned into a massive cunt, and then you're disappointed.
Hobgoblins nice. You ever have a hobgoblin?
Maybe once or twice a long time ago.
You know, if I'm in England, because like, you don't really get them like in wide, like sort of like it's kind of like I would say.
If you say you get them in a Weatherspoons, then I've definitely not had it.
No, I was gonna say you can't get a widespread across England in general. It's just it's an English brand, so you can get it anywhere in England really. But it's kind of like they're
not mad into the English eels.
It's an ale that you can mainline, and it wouldn't. It's not. It's not bad. It's nice. I
can see the bottle in my head. I can see the label.
You can mainline it, and it's not offensive. Yeah. It's like if you went to a bar and you were to get say a Heineken or some shit like that. You know, it's like it's there. It's not great, but it's not bad. Yeah. It quenches your thirst on the spot. You know.
Well, I mean, like let's be honest. Who actually drinks beer to thirst quench? Not I.
Opinion on homebrew. I learned how to distill things. Homebrew's good. Dangerous though.
Talking to two people from Ireland.
Homebrew's good, but it's very dangerous in the sense that they give you the worst hangovers. Like I think some of the worst hangovers. Well, Potcheen's quite its own fucking set of rules.
I mean, Potcheen's technically a homebrew. Like
yeah, but it's its own. it abides by its own rules. It's totally different. Like Potcheen's kind of like bandit country stuff. But
there's
like
guess what? There's one more thing you can do with potatoes, and then just. You know, there's just a pile of corpses, pile of drunk people who are like, oh.
Like Potcheen's so weird. Like my dad had like a bunch of it before when he was still an alcoholic.
Yeah. He just kept finding bottles of it everywhere. It's crazy.
One time he had it, he goes, you don't drink that stuff. It reacts with water. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I was at a night out and I had like about 10 pints. I was like, that's already a big brain night. He's like, and then next thing you know, I have like 5 shots of Pocheen. And I'm like, that's bad. He's like, next day, sober as a judge, have a pint of water. But I didn't know his Pocheen sits in your stomach and it reacts to the water. Next thing you know, I'm drunk again.
It's just you're just saving it for the next day.
He was just anytime he drank water, he was just paralytic for fucking the following day.
Fucking sweet.
But like,
I got Pocheen in a Madden's once before. It was great.
Yeah. In a Madden's, there only is one Madden's.
I said out of Madden's.
Oh, but you said in a Madden's.
I'm sitting. I know why they give us it because they assumed we were alcoholics. It was like one time that I was in school. I say school. It was like tech or whatever. It was like 18 or 19 at the time, and we were sitting at the bar. We were actually we were waiting for them to open.
Yeah.
Because it was like half. They opened at like 1. It was like 12:30, and we were at the tech, which is 30 feet away from Madden's. And he opened the door. What are you looking, lads? Like literally just looking at Guinness for lunch. He was like, "Oh, that's alright. Come on in." When we're sitting at the bar, only 2 people in the place. And I was chatting away to the guy Dara, and the guy behind the bar overheard that it was his birthday. I didn't know him that well either, so I didn't know it was his birthday either. He was like, "Oh fuck, it's my birthday today." I'm like, 25 or whatever the fuck age he was at the time.
Yeah.
And the guy at the bar is just like, "Say birthday." I don't know. He just disappears on the that wee door under the stairs, and comes back with like 3 bottles that looked like he'd got them from a sunken pirate ship. They were like covered in dust and like weird shapes and stuff. And you can clearly tell like they'd been using them for a long time. But it was like a clear one, a one that would kind of look like someone had dropped like a little bit of food coloring into it, and then one with a bunch of fruit in it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what's going on here? He's like, he just started putting down. He put down 6 shot glasses and 3 like 1 1 1 1 1 1. It's like, there you go, lads. Birthday shots. He didn't tell us what it was until we fucking drank it.
Right.
So it's like it was 3 different shots of Pocheen. It was like pure Pocheen with lemon or something in it, and then one where they had just fermented fruit in the bottle, and then stuck Pocheen in it. It's like I could have drunk the fruit one all day.
See the fruit one, man. You do that with gin as well. Yeah. Slow gin. You ever tried slow gin?
I have, yeah. But we were
beautiful.
We were absolutely. I got sent home. I was fucked. They were
I'm
like,
not surprised.
John, what's wrong with you? I was like, ah. I was still like new enough to the world of drinking. They were like, right, you need to go home. Like, you're ill.
You know it.
Get out of here. It's good stuff.
I'm sick of your bullshit. I'm away.
On the way home, I'm gonna go have a wank and then go home.
Yeah, we had to have the wank in the building
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
so it's like I'm gonna
Then
make
away
you
home.
gonna make you feel this.
I would
pain.
like to give homebrewing a go.
It's something me and you talked about for
Yeah.
because we wanted to do
I just want to make the labels. To be honest, I don't even give a shit about the beer. I just want to do the
Man, I
labels.
want to do mead.
Yeah.
Mead's the simplest, but
Whatever.
also
Yeah.
I
Whatever's
just love-
easier, I suppose.
It's not even there, but I just love mead. But like, so homebrew beer is the worst because it has the worst hangovers. I've never had such a bad hangover, except for homebrew beer.
How many did you have?
I mean, I had 8.
I had 1, and then I had 7.
No, but I've
So,
had like 8 Guinness and I've had a bad hangover before. But like homebrew was
Do
a
you
whole
even
different
really
beast.
get hangovers from Guinness?
Well,
Really?
I've drunk substantial amounts of alcohol.
Yeah.
Be from spirits to other beers to fucking ciders, the whole fucking 9 yards.
Yeah.
Right. I'm 32. I've experienced alcohol on a very wide level.
On
Okay?
a very spiritual level, yeah.
Yeah, and I've never had a hangover like homebrew hangover, and I've drunk a night of homebrew 3 times, and each time
Okay, so
I've
you know
had the worst hangover ever.
You were doing your base experiments.
So it's like I had a control, and then I had an experiment,
Yep.
and then I had the fucking proof of concept.
Right. Okay. Sweet. That sounds good. Yeah, I've never drank any. I don't think I've ever drank any homebrew beer. Give it a go, I suppose.
It's not bad. It depends what you're going for.
Well,
though.
I suppose it depends on if you're good at making it or not.
It's not good. See, when it comes to homebrewing, it's not even an art. It's just annoyance because you have to kind of have like a sustained temperature of like 17 degrees during its fermentation process.
I'd bake at my bathroom.
You probably could, and you have to, but it has to be sustained for like 4 weeks at that temperature,
Right.
which can be a little bit difficult. And then if you're bottling that shit afterwards, some people keg it, which is probably the easier one to do. But you bottle that shit, some people overfill that bottle, seal the bottles, cap them. Next thing you know, their beer starts exploding after 2 days.
Yeah, I've heard
because
that.
of the fermentation because they don't give enough room for the
foam to go
the gases. So yeah.
You can make it. I'll do the labels. I'll be happy enough.
All right,
We'll home make mead, and then
home
we'll
make mead,
What we'll call it?
It's a good question. When we asked the chat, what should we call the mead?
Well, Mikey's in the chat, so he'll come up with a good
He'll give a
pun.
good name.
It has to be semen related, though.
Yeah, player versus player homebrew. I can make spicy vodka. My last batch was too spicy. It smells
Mead
like
in
piss.
Belfast. That
Mead in
absolute
Belfast. Oh my
scumbag.
God.
We need to hire him as like a staff writer.
He is a fan
Or something.
He's a fantastic man.
Dear God.
Mead in Belfast is like the best. It's like the best.
That's
one
it.
I've ever done.
Don't even give any
don't
more.
even care.
That's it. We're done.
It's like we're done. He's already won. He's took the fucking gold. He's took the gold medal. And he's ran with it. Not the worst part is we've been going for I don't know, say like
25 minutes.
We've been going for time. And I'm just trying to work it out. We still haven't even started. 30 minutes. We still haven't even started the first segment.
That's fine. We'll do the news quickly.
We'll do the news. We'll do everything quick. Don't you worry. We got you a new bottle though, because I discovered that your water bottle
Had some shit on it.
it was starting to rust.
That's fine. Now we're both sponsored by Twitch.
Are
Neither of us are sponsored by Twitch.
No, we're not. But I got you.
Well, I guess you're kind of like sort of sponsored by Twitch in a roundabout
I
way.
use their platform.
Are you an affiliate yet?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So there you go. You're affiliated with them. You know, like if a priest is affiliated with the child,
Technically you are as well
you
then,
think?
because like by virtue you doing the show. And why did you have to go there?
I couldn't think of another way to
My
affiliate.
God, my God, we were doing so well. It was so good. We had not even talked about a random incident of pedophilia for a good solid 30
I
minutes.
didn't say the P word. That was you.
You said a fucking priest and a child. We know where that was going.
What? They're just a friendly couple.
Couple?
A couple of guys hanging out, looking at books. What?
Every time. Every fucking time. Every fucking
You let your mind run away with you there. I didn't say. I
You
said
are
nothing.
a fiend, sir.
Mr. Mo Lester.